pain shapes champions. Right now, you're sitting here wondering why life feels so hard, why every step forward seems to bring 2 steps of resistance. I'm here to tell you something that might shake you. That resistance, that pain, that suffering you're trying to avoid, it's your ticket to greatness. Look at any success story around you. Behind those smiling faces and achievement awards lies a trail of tears, sleepless nights, and moments of doubt. That entrepreneur who built $1 million company, they first lost everything they had. That athlete breaking world records, they pushed through injuries that would make most people quiet. Your suffering isn't your enemy, it's your ally. It's nature's way of forcing you to evolve. Think about a butterfly. Inside that cocoon, it's literally dissolving its own body, turning into liquid before rebuilding itself into something magnificent. Without that painful transformation, it would remain a caterpillar forever. You're scared of suffering? Good. That fear shows you exactly where you need to go. Every time you feel that resistance, that discomfort, that's life pointing you toward your next level of growth. The universe isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. Want to build strength? Your muscles must tear. Want to build wisdom? Your beliefs must be challenged. Want to build character? Your comfort zone must be shattered. This isn't cruel. This is the fundamental law of growth. I've seen people run from suffering their entire lives. They choose comfort over challenge, security over significance, fitting in over standing out. And you know what happens? They end up suffering anyway. But it's the suffering of regret, of potential never reached, of dreams left to die. You're already suffering. The question is, what are you suffering for? Are you suffering the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Are you suffering through growth or suffering through stagnation? Choose your suffering wisely. Think about a seed. To become a mighty tree, it must first crack open, push through dirt, and fight against gravity. If that seed could feel, it would experience tremendous pain. But that's exactly what makes it strong enough to withstand storms later. Your current struggles are your training ground. That difficult boss, they're teaching you resilience. That failed relationship, it's teaching you self-worth. That financial setback, it's teaching you resourcefulness. Every obstacle is an opportunity disguised as a problem. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? Your suffering has purpose, but only if you choose to see it that way. Pain without purpose is just punishment. Pain with purpose is progress. Remember, comfort is the enemy of progress. In comfort, there's no need to change, to adapt, to grow. It's in discomfort that we find our true strength. It's in challenges that we discover what we're really made of. The most dangerous position you can be in is the comfort zone. It feels safe, but it's slowly killing your dreams. It's like being in a beautiful prison, golden handcuffs that keep you from your destiny. Breaking free will hurt, but staying trapped will hurt more in the long run. Look at history's greatest achievements. The Wright brothers crashed countless times before flying. Edison failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. Every medical breakthrough came through years of frustrating research. The common thread, they all embraced the suffering required for success. Your pain today is developing your power for tomorrow. Those sleepless nights studying, they're building your expertise. Those extra hours at work, they're building your work ethic. Those moments of loneliness, they're building your independence. Stop seeking shortcuts. Stop hoping for an easier path. The path to greatness is supposed to be difficult. That's what makes it great. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The difficulty is what makes it valuable. You must understand this fundamental truth. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing to stay the same. Every time you embrace suffering for the sake of growth, you're choosing to think about your heroes. The people you admire most, did they have an easy path? No. They succeeded not despite their struggles, but because of them. Their hardships forged their character. Their obstacles built their strength. Their pain created their power. It's right now, someone out there is training while you're sleeping. Someone is working while you're complaining. Someone is learning while you're making excuses. The question isn't whether you will suffer. The question is whether your suffering will lead to growth or regret. Your future self is watching you right now. They're begging you to embrace the challenges, to push through the pain, to persist when everything in you wants to quit. They know something you might not realize yet. The temporary pain of growth is nothing compared to the permanent pain of staying the same. You're not meant to stay the same. You're not meant to be comfortable. You're meant to grow, to evolve, to become more than you are today, and growth always comes with growing pains. Take a look at nature. Everything that grows experiences resistance. A tree grows against gravity. A bird fights against the wind. A river cuts through rock. Nothing in nature grows without overcoming resistance. Why do you expect your growth to be different? The pain you feel today is creating the strength you'll need tomorrow. Your struggles are not your identity. They're your training ground. Your obstacles are not your enemies. They're your teachers. Your hardships are not your destiny. Stop waiting for things to get easier. Stop hoping for fewer challenges. Start seeing your challenges as opportunities. Start recognizing that your struggles are strengthening you. Start understanding that your pain has purpose. The world needs what you have to offer, but it won't come easily. It will demand everything from you. It will test your resolve. It will challenge your commitment. It will question your courage. And that's exactly what makes it worthwhile. Your dreams are worth suffering for. Your potential is worth fighting for. Your future is worth sacrificing for. Don't let temporary pain steal your permanent purpose. Don't let momentary discomfort deny your lasting impact. Every great story includes suffering. Every hero faces trials. Every champion endures pain. Your suffering isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your transformation. Take pride in your struggles. They're proof you're not settling. They're evidence you're growing. They're confirmation you're on the right path. The path of least resistance leads to the path of least reward. Your capacity for growth is directly proportional to your capacity to endure discomfort. The more you can embrace necessary suffering, the more you can achieve necessary growth. This isn't about being tough. It's about being transformed. Stop looking for ways around the pain. Look for ways to it. Stop trying to avoid suffering. Learn to use it. Stop wishing for fewer problems. Focus on developing greater capacity to handle them. The fire that melts butter hardens steel. The pressure that crashes some creates diamonds in others. The obstacles that stop some inspire others. The difference isn't in the challenge, it's in the response to it. That your current situation is not your final destination. Your present pain is not your permanent position. Your momentary suffering is not your lasting story. But how you handle this season will determine your next season. Success doesn't come from avoiding problems. It comes from solving them. Leadership doesn't come from escaping challenges. It comes from overcoming them. Growth doesn't come from dodging difficulty. It comes from facing it. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you're investing in your future. Every time you choose challenge over ease, you are building your character. Every time you choose purpose over pleasure, you're creating your legacy. Right? The pain won't last forever, but the strength it builds will. The challenges won't last forever, but the character they create will. The suffering won't last forever, but the growth it produces will. Your future is greater than your past, but the bridge between them is built with sacrifice. Your potential is greater than your present, but the path to it is paved with persistence. Your destiny is greater than your history, but the journey to it requires endurance. Stop asking for lighter burdens. Start building stronger backs. Stop praying for easier paths. Start developing tougher feet. Stop wishing for smaller challenges. Start growing bigger capabilities. The world makes way for people willing to suffer for their dreams. It opens doors for those who persist through pain. It rewards those who refuse to let temporary discomfort steal their permanent vision. Your suffering has meaning when it's connected to your purpose. Your pain has value when it's leading to your growth. Your challenges have worth when they're developing your character. Remember this, the same fire that destroys also refines. The same pressure that breaks also shapes. The same challenges that defeat some define others. The difference is in the perspective and the purpose you bring to your today might be hard, tomorrow it might be harder. But your future self will thank you for persisting. Your legacy will be built on the foundation of challenges you chose to face rather than avoid. So stand tall in your struggles. Take pride in your persistence. Find purpose in your pain. Your willingness to suffer for growth sets you apart. Your commitment to push through pain makes you remarkable. Your courage to face challenges makes you unstoppable. This is your moment. This is your season of growth. This is your time of transformation. Embrace the suffering that leads to strength. Welcome the challenges that create character. Accept the pain that produces power. Your greatest victories will come through your greatest battles. Your biggest breakthroughs will come through your biggest barriers. Your highest achievements will come through your hardest challenges. Don't just endure, evolve. Don't just survive, thrive. Don't just exist, excel. Your suffering is not your enemy. It's your ally in growth. Your pain is not your opponent. It's your partner in progress. That the world needs your growth. The world needs your strength. The world needs your transformation. And that transformation comes through embracing necessary suffering for necessary growth. Rise up, step forward, push through. Your destiny is calling and it's on the other side of difficulty. Your purpose is waiting and it's beyond your pain. Your greatness is emerging and it's through your growth. This is your truth. To grow, you must suffer, but your suffering has purpose, your pain has meaning, and your challenges have value. Embrace them, use them, grow through them. Your future self is counting on you, and your legacy depends on it. Your destiny demands it. Stand firm in these truths. Your willingness to suffer for growth will determine your capacity for greatness. Your courage to face challenges will decide your level of achievement. Your commitment to push through pain will shape your ultimate success. Time is now. The person is you. The choice is clear. Embrace the suffering that leads to growth. Welcome the challenges that create strength. Accept the pain that produces power. Your transformation awaits. Your greatness beckons. Your destiny calls. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Choose growth. Choose challenge, choose transformation. The pain is temporary, but the growth is permanent. The suffering is momentary, but the strength is lasting. The challenges are temporary, but the character is forever. Your future is waiting. Your potential is calling. Your destiny is knocking. Answer with courage. Respond with commitment. Rise with determination. To grow, you must suffer. But through that suffering, you will become everything you were meant to be. The path ahead is clear. The choice is yours. The time is now. Step forward into your growth, embrace your challenges, and become the person you were created to be. Your suffering has purpose. Your pain has meaning. This moment right now is shaping you to something extraordinary. The tears you cry today are watering the seeds of your tomorrow. I see you struggling, fighting, questioning if it's all worth it. And I tell you that this is exactly where champions are made. Think of your pain like a sculptor's chisel. Every strike, every cut, every moment of resistance is carving you into a masterpiece. The sculptor doesn't apologize to the marble for the hammering. The hammering is what brings out the beauty. You're not broken. You're breaking through like a seed pushing through concrete. Your struggles aren't destroying you. They're revealing your strength. That project that's keeping you up at night is building your expertise. That rejection that's done so bad is teaching you resilience. Some people would tell you to avoid pain at all costs. They're wrong. Pain is the ultimate teacher. It shows you your limits so you can break them. It reveals your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It exposes your fears so you can face them. The biggest mistake you can make right now is to wish for an easier life. Instead, pray for the strength to handle a harder one, because that's where real growth happens. That's where legends are born. That's where your story takes its most powerful turn. Look at the strongest people you know. The ones with unshakable character, with unmistakable presence. They weren't born that way. They were forged in the fires of adversity. They didn't just survive their struggles. Every time you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Every time the pain seems too much, remember the price of staying the same. Every time you want to take the easy way out, remember the cost of abandoned dreams. Yes, your crisis is your chrysalis. Inside that space of pain and pressure, you're being transformed. Don't cut short the process. Don't run from the resistance. This is where your wings are forming. The world is full of people who stop at the first sign of pain, who retreated at the first taste of difficulty, who surrendered at the first moment of doubt. Don't be one of them. Be the one who pushes through. Be the one who persists. Be the one who prevails. Your suffering isn't random. It's targeted. It's not punishing you. It's preparing you. Every obstacle you face is a test of your commitment. Every challenge you encounter is a chance to prove your dedication. Stop asking why me and start asking what's next. Stop focusing on the pain and start focusing on the purpose. Stop counting the costs and start measuring the growth. The difference between average and extraordinary is the willingness to push through when others pull back, to stand firm when others fall away, to keep going when others give up. Your pain today is developing your power for tomorrow. Your struggles today are strengthening your spirit for the future. Your challenges today are creating your character for eternity. Think of yourself as an athlete in training. The burning in your muscles isn't your enemy. It's the signal of growth. The resistance isn't your obstacle. It's your opportunity. The challenge isn't your burden, it's your blessing. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is to stay comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is the killer of dreams. Comfort is the thing. Your future self is watching you right now. They know what you're capable of. They see the giant within you. They're cheering you on as you face these challenges, knowing that each one is essential for your evolution. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Stop hoping for an easier path. It won't come. Start embracing the struggle. Start welcoming the challenge. The pain you feel today is creating the strength you'll show tomorrow. The tears you cry today are forming the testimony you'll share tomorrow. The battles you fight today are building the victory you'll celebrate tomorrow. Your suffering has a signature on it. It's signed by your future success. Your pain has a purpose attached to it. It's connected to your destiny. Your challenges have a calling within them. They're shaping your character. The world needs what your struggles are creating in you. Your trials are not just about you. They're about the people you'll be able to help because of what you've overcome. Your pain isn't just personal, it's preparation. Stand tall in your suffering. Take pride in your persistence. Find power in your pain. This is your moment of transformation. This is your season of growth. This is your time of triumph. That's testing you is also transforming you. The pressure that's pushing you is also preparing you. The challenge that's confronting you is also changing. Greatness isn't found in comfort. It's found in conquest. Your potential isn't revealed in ease. It's revealed in effort. Your destiny isn't discovered in convenience. It's discovered in commitment. Every champion has a story of suffering. Every leader has a tale of trials. Every success has a season of struggle. Your current chapter isn't your final chapter. It's your foundation chapter. Life won't last forever, but what it builds in you will. The struggle won't last forever, but what it creates in you will. The challenge won't last forever, but what it cultivates in you will. Eyes up with a new resolve. Step forward with strength and spirit. Push through with powerful purpose. Your destiny is calling, and it's calling you through this challenge. The same pressure that creates dust also creates diamonds. The same fire that destroys also develops. The same challenges that break some build others. The difference is in the response. Your future is worth fighting for. Your potential is worth pushing for. Your destiny is worth suffering for. Don't let temporary pain steal your permanent purpose. This is your moment. This is your mountain. This is your miracle in the making. Embrace the challenge. Welcome the growth. Accept the transformation. The world makes way for those who refuse to be defined by their pain. It opens doors for those who turn their struggles into strength. It rewards those who transform their trials into triumph. And firm in these truths. Your willingness to suffer for growth will determine your capacity for greatness. Your courage to face challenges will decide your level of achievement. Your commitment to push through pain will shape your ultimate success. This is your time. This is your test. This is your testimony in the making. Rise up. Step forward. Break through. Your destiny awaits on the other side of this difficulty. Remember, growth and comfort cannot coexist. Choose growth. Choose challenge. Choose transformation. The pain is temporary, but the growth is permanent. The suffering is momentary, but the strength is lasting. And your future is calling. Your potential is waiting. Your destiny is knocking. Answer with courage. Respond with commitment. Rise with determination. To grow, you must suffer. But through that suffering, you will become everything you were meant. The path is clear. The choice is yours. The time is now. Step into your greatness. Embrace your challenges. Become the warrior you were born to be. Look around you. Everything that's worth having requires a price. That promotion you're eyeing, it demands your comfort. That relationship you're building, it demands your vulnerability. That dream you're chasing, it demands your everything. You're not here by accident. Your struggles are not random. They're specifically designed to forge you into something extraordinary. Like a blacksmith shapes metal through fire and force, life is shaping you through trials and tribulations. I see that spark in your eyes. That fire that refuses to die. Even when you're exhausted, even when you're doubting, even when you're hurting, that spark remains. That's not just determination, that's destiny calling. Life will test you, it will push you to your limits and then demand more. It will take you to the edge of your capabilities and ask you to take one more step. That's not cruelty, that's creation. That's not punishment, that's preparation. Stop measuring your progress against others. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Your only benchmark is your previous best. Your only goal is becoming more than you are right now. The pain you're feeling, that's not weakness leaving your body. It's strength entering your spirit. Those doubts clouding your mind, they're not signs to stop. They're invitations to prove yourself wrong. Those obstacles in your path, they're not roadblocks. They're stepping stones. You've got to understand something crucial. Comfort is a cage. It's a beautiful cage decorated with convenience and padded with pleasure, but it's still a cage. And you were born to fly, not to be caged. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you're making a deposit in your future. Every time you push through pain, you're building your legacy. Every time you face your fears, you're expanding your territory. The universe doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards action. It doesn't respond to intentions. It responds to commitment. It doesn't bow to dreams. It bows to determination. Your current situation is a classroom, not a prison cell. Your struggles are your teachers, not your tormentors. Your challenges are your opportunities, not your obstacles. Stop asking for lighter weights. Build stronger muscles. Stop seeking shorter paths. Develop greater endurance. Stop wishing for fewer problems, create better solutions. The pain you're avoiding is the very thing that could transform you. The challenge you're dreading is the very thing that could develop you. The suffering you're fearing is the very thing that could strengthen you. Life's greatest achievements come wrapped in life's greatest challenges. The biggest breakthroughs will come disguised as your biggest breakdowns. Your highest moments will follow your lowest valleys. You're not just surviving, you're evolving. You're not just enduring, you're emerging. You're not just existing. Think about a pearl. It's created through constant irritation. The oyster takes a grain of sand, a source of pain, and transforms it into something precious. That's exactly what you're doing with your struggles. If the world doesn't need more comfortable people, it needs more courageous people. It doesn't need more pleasure seekers. It needs more purpose-driven warriors. It doesn't need more complainers. It needs more creators. Your struggles are your story. Your pain is your power. Your challenges are your credentials. Don't waste them by wishing they were easier. Use them. Success isn't about avoiding problems. It's about growing through problems. Leadership isn't about escaping challenges. It's about transforming through challenges. Greatness isn't about living without pain. It's about living with purpose despite pain. Every champion has felt like quitting. Every leader has faced doubt. Every success story includes chapters of struggle. The difference isn't in the challenge, it's in the choice to continue. Your future self is banking on your present courage. Your legacy is building on your current commitment. Your destiny is depending on your daily decisions. Stop seeking comfort in places where growth is required. Stop looking for shortcuts where character is needed. Stop choosing easy where meaningful is called for. The fire that's burning you is also branding you. The pressure that's pressing you is also proving you. The challenge that's confronting you is also crowning you. Your trials are your training. Your difficulties are your development. Your struggles are your strength in the making. Remembers are created under pressure. Gold is purified in fire. And champions are made in adversity. Your current challenges aren't crushing you. They're creating you. The path to your potential is paved with necessary pain. The road to your destiny is marked with required resistance. The journey to your greatness is lined with essential struggles. Stand firm when others fall back. Push forward when others pull away. Rise up when others retreat. Your willingness to embrace necessary suffering sets you apart. Your pain has purpose. Your struggles have significance. Your challenges have meaning. They're not random acts of cruelty. They're specific tools of creation. The world opens up to those who prove their commitment through adversity. It makes way for those who demonstrate their dedication through difficulty. It rewards those who reveal their resilience through resistance. Your current chapter isn't your final chapter. Your present pain isn't your permanent position. Your momentary suffering isn't your lasting story. Rise up with renewed determination. Step forward with strength and resolve. Push through with purposeful persistence. Your destiny is calling, and it's calling you through this challenge. The same pressure that breaks glass forges steel. The same wind that extinguishes a candle fuels a fire. The same adversity that destroys some develops others. The difference is in the response. Your future is worth fighting for. Your potential is worth pursuing. Your destiny is worth the difficult path. Don't let temporary discomfort steal your permanent calling. This is your moment. This is your mountain. This is your making. Embrace the challenge. Welcome the growth. Accept the transformation. The world makes way for those who refuse to be defined by their difficulties. It opens doors for those who turn their trials into triumph. It rewards those who transform their pain into power. Affirm in this truth. Your willingness to suffer for growth determines your capacity for greatness. Your courage to face challenges decides your level of achievement. Your commitment to push through pain shapes your ultimate success. This is your time. This is your test. This is your testimony in the making. Rise up. Step forward. Break through. Your destiny awaits on the other side of this difficulty. Your future is calling. Your potential is waiting. Your destiny is knocking. Answer with courage. Respond with commitment. Rise with determination. The path is clear. The choice is yours. The time is now. Step into your greatness. Embrace your challenges. Become everything you were created to be. Your suffering has purpose. Your pain has meaning. And your future has promise. straight up warrior, your time is now. Your battle is blessed. Your victory is assured not because it's easy, but because you're committed. Not because the path is clear, but because your purpose is certain. And your legacy isn't built in comfort. Your story isn't written in ease. Your impact isn't created in convenience. It's all forged in the fire of challenges, shaped in the furnace of adversity, and strengthened in the day. The world is waiting for what your struggles are creating in you. Your trials aren't just about you. They're about the lives you'll touch because of what you've overcome. Your pain isn't just personal. It's preparational for your purpose. Stand tall in your suffering. Take pride in your persistence. Find power in your pain. This is your moment of transformation. This is your season of growth. This is your time of triumph. And the fire that's testing you is also transforming you. The pressure that's pushing you is also preparing you. The challenge that's confronting you is also changing you into something extraordinary. Your greatness isn't found in comfort. It's found in conquest. Your potential isn't revealed in ease. It's revealed in effort. Your destiny isn't discovered in convenience. It's discovered in commitment to growth through pain